হ্যাঁ, রেকর্ডিং।
আমার নাম প্রবীর বসু। সরি সরি স্যার, আমি বাংলা বলবো ইংরেজিতে বলবো?
বাংলায় বলুন।
I'm Prabir Basu. I'm 72 years old. Now leading a retired life and also looking after some non-profit organization at a honorary capacity. Before that I was in the Indian Air Force. I retired from there about 20 years back. Then I did some job, worked as a registered research organization. We are basically from what is earlier known was East Bengal, then Pakistan, and now Bangladesh. I was born in 1941, December, in Dhaka, the present capital of Bangladesh. We were in a joint family staying in Dhaka, the outskirts of Dhaka, a place called Gandaria. I still remember that day very vividly. Maybe I was because we relived that particular day so often, particularly in my forming days, and I have to relate the story which I am going to tell you now, which I witnessed too. So it is very sharply etched in my memory, or maybe also the received memory which you get inputs from other relations like elders in the family. That day I went to school as usual with my father. He dropped me and went off for his work. And I remember that was a Friday because it was a Juma day. I was in a school called St. Gregory's, which is one of the better known schools in Bangladesh, that time East Pakistan. Suddenly our teacher, I'm not too clear exactly what happened, there was a commotion and we were asked to sort of, there will be no more schools and all, parents will be coming and picking up the children. My father came and he said, let's go, and there's some problem doing it. I didn't understand anything. We were very happy that the school got over so early, within say a couple of hours of police went. So we went to my home and I found that on the way everything almost come to a standstill. There was no rickshaws, which is, the town was full of rickshaws. There was not a single rickshaw you could see flying, or other things I don't remember whether there were buses or not. This I really remember the rickshaws were not flying. When we reached home, I found almost all our other family members, my elder cousins they also came back from college. My other cousins who were working, they are also come back rather. So we are located, the house was a two-story house, and all windows of the house were closed. We couldn't see anything. Once in a while we used to just peep through the shutters of our windows, the wooden slats, and we could see that hardly any movement going on there. But definitely there was some shouting going around in other places which you couldn't see, and sometimes very loud, sometimes it is. And we also could see there's a small little play field in front of our house where local boys used to play football. So beyond that, there's a lower this area where we could suddenly find the smoke billowing up. At that stage, I got a very vantage point. I got some kind of ventilator, and I pushed myself on a chair and started looking through that. We found that two people, one elderly person whom we knew, I knew, my family, kind of a family friend, which I don't remember the name, and his son, I believe he was in college going student. They were coming from one side of the road, one end of the road, and suddenly 3-4 people rushed across that road with iron rods and sticks and other things, and they started pouncing on them. And then the gentlemen started shouting, "Help, help," and "Spare us," and this, and some names also he uttered, which that time I didn't know, but later we reconstructed the whole thing over the years, and then found that they are known to each other. Apparently the people who rushed in and pounced on these two people were from were Muslims, and these people were Bengali Hindus. And in no time they started beating them with iron rods and all. They both fell down, and then they hit them very badly on the head, and blood started coming out. And then there was some commotion in our home where my cousin and my father, they wanted to rush into that area and see if they could do something. But ladies of our family, women folk, they sort of won't let them go out of the house. So that's what I remember till then. Then of course, same evening, then you could hear a lot of people, because there's no telephone in our home those days and other things. So I remember distinctly in the evening, we are told, my father went out with my cousin and they travelled through those gutters and moved to some place and came back and told us that all of us have to go to the school, which was very close. There's a girls' school close to our home, so we are asked to get ready, and get ready means just file out and go there through the gutter. My grandmother, she was very old that time and almost immobile. One of my cousins, he sort of picked her up, and we, whatever we could take in terms of dry fruits, food like beaten rice, we call it chira or something, jaggery or whatever, some water, and we filed out of our house and went to the school through the backyards of other people's homes. So when we went to the school, we found that there are a lot of people, a lot of known people from our neighborhood, families, our friends, who used to play and all. They are all huddled up there, and there was hardly any space of any of the rooms. It's not a very big school, and that is the impression I have now. After that, of course, things faded slightly, and a couple of days later, you spend there, there's no proper toilet, there's no food, and sometimes somebody used to come and give up some gruel or something. I carried on a couple of days. My father managed to get some air ticket for us. I think that later I came to know that this must have been relief kind of plane sent by India or something. I am not too sure. I did inquire about that also. Then we got into that. I remember distinctly that I was more excited about getting into a plane than leaving our home at that time. So we got into the plane and came to Calcutta. Calcutta, my two other uncles were working in Calcutta, so we stayed with them for some time. My father went back after a while when things cooled down a bit. He could manage to sell his get his business. He had tea kind of wholesale tea. He was a tea trader or tea merchant or whatever you call it. So he could manage to get some money from that, get one of the outfits exchanged with some other Muslim gentleman who was in Calcutta and was migrating to East Pakistan. And then much later, then our family particularly split. We were actually, I was staying with one uncle, my brother was staying with one uncle, sister stayed with somebody else, my grandmother, mother, and they were together with my widowed auntie and their grown-up son and 2 daughters. So all that we were dispersed in Calcutta itself, but in various houses. This much I remember. After that, my father went back and could sell the house and also the village property we had, could manage something, and then all the details I don't know, and I didn't want to know. So.